Forward. Then I want to, well, where's the option to share my screen? Oh, share. That's right in the middle. That would be a good place to start, huh? All right. Zoom here. I love technology.
Hey, hey.
All right. Do y'all see my YouTube page?
Okay, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a new video. Brush knee left, Tai Chi Advanced 6. Now, in the main video page, it's listed on top because it's the last thing that I uploaded. But under playlist, if you see right here, playlist, and then Tai Chi. Good gracious. Not that. What do I click on? There's videos. That's what I want to see. Videos. Um, there's all the tutorial videos I have done in no order. In no, it's not listed in any order, but just to point it out to you, there's a brush knee video that I just did last week, and then there's a brush knee video that I did in November 1st, 2022. That was 2 years ago. Good gracious.
Okay.
Then there's this brush knee that I did again 2 years ago, about a week before I did this other brush knee. So if you want to learn brush knee 3 different ways, you can.
Oh, wow.
But when I rewatched the brush knee, oh, I see what I did. I did a brush knee facing you, and then I did brush knee with my back turned. That way you can see it 2 different ways, which one, they may both be helpful. That's why there's two of those.
Okay.
But when I rewatched it, I said, huh, I feel like I talk differently about it now. And so I just went on and redid that because when I went to do play the lute, it just
I,
didn't make sense. So I wanted to restart. So there are options there for learning brush knee or practicing brush knee. Also, here are advanced six, and I've done it to where I've talked you through it. I've done it where I've done it facing forward and mirror image. I've turned around and just said the name of the movements, and then I've turned it around
hello.
and talked all the way through it. So there, again, you have options depending on
Hello.
like to how you like to see it and learn it.
Well, I was doing pretty good till you called. Thank you. I don't know what you want, but I am not wanting to talk on the phone. I know you ain't doing nothing but just worrying us with old folks to death. So please take my name off that list. Please. Thank you.
Sylvia, you come up with the most classic lines.
Really?
You are a joy.
Jennifer, you sound stuffed or congested. You must have sinus or allergy
Stupid
issues going
cold or
on.
allergies or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm a I'm a soldier and a fighter, and I refuse to let anything get me down.
All right. All right.
But I have the Kleenex box, and I should be good to go. But I just wanted to show y'all um back to our YouTube page. Yes, you have the class, but let's just say you don't want to go through all of it. You just really want to get better at brush knee. And I'm gonna start adding more videos, individual videos of each movement for advanced six. But there is already the whole advanced six in what, 5 different ways, 4 different ways, however you like it. All right. So, any questions about this? I'm thrilled that this has already been utilized. 4 people have watched it, and you come up here, 47 people watched this one. Look at this, 164 watch this one. 234 do the warm-ups. That's impressive. It's probably my mom. It's probably my mom pulling it up at work going, look at my baby. She does touchy.
Good morning. I'm glad I see you today.
So you got your tablet fixed?
Yes, I'm glad. Am I going to have to go through all this when I go back home?
I don't know.
I hope not.
What did you have to go through?
They had to download a lot of stuff.
Well, you know, we love technology, but it just sometimes is so irritating. I still have not got the Claris tablets right to be able to pop up the class. Did it pop up on you, Sharita? Well, I think Sharita's left the room. But it's supposed to pop up on your Claris 5 minutes before class. That class is going to start. That way you can go ahead and sign into it. And it's not popping up. And I've told them at least 5 times it's not functioning. I mean, I have people with Claris's whose Claris, last week I was sideways. Now, if exercise via internet wasn't difficult enough, imagine doing it with me sideways. So I don't know if it's fixed. I won't know until this afternoon. But y'all, I say let me know if y'all have problems, and I will be happy to let them know. But them fixing it doesn't seem to be happening. They send me a message that says, thank you for letting us know we're working on your issue. But I never get anything that says we fixed it. I probably need to be a little bit more mean. Maybe I should ask Sylvia. What should I say, Sylvia?
I don't know, but I've had so many problems getting to you, honey. I don't know what's going on with my tablet, but it is not cooperating with me.
What is your tablet doing? I'm gonna write it
Well, right now, I can see you in a little bitty block.
down.
Uh-oh. And then when I turned it, let me see, I lost you completely. I just turned my tablet.
How do you access the class? How do you get on here?
Well, I tried to go in on the website for it, SOWEGA's website.
Okay.
But I don't even see that picture I was seeing a while ago. Now it's gone.
So you don't have do you have a Claris?
Yes.
Let me get my Claris.
And I done cut the thing all the way off and let it come back up. They said if you having any problem to just cut it off, let it set for about 10 minutes and turn it back on. And well, now I don't even see you. You done disappeared.
All right.
Now you come sideways, as you say.
Now well, you're sideways. All right. Video
You can see me.
Yeah, you're sideways.
Let me turn it this way. Let's see what happens. I just turned my. Now I can see you. You ain't crooked no more. You just ain't. It's not very big. It's just a little. Well, I don't know what's happening. I ain't touched the button. I don't think.
Do you
Have I
have,
lost it complete?
I still see you. Do you
Am
have
I pretty as
buttons?
ever?
Do you have these buttons on your tablet that says events?
Wait a minute. Let me turn my speaking up, my volume.
You probably won't be able to look at it now if you're on your tablet, but the way the Claris is supposed to work is you have a button that says events and you click on it and it's all the classes that you've been signed up for. And then if you click on video call, it should take you right to class. But the way I
Well,
have ours set up is it's supposed to come up, but yours doesn't do that anymore, does it, Sharita?
no, not I'm silly, but no,
Yours
it
don't do
don't
it
come
either.
up right.
All right. Well, I'll send them, I'll use the word,
Right now it's showing an advertisement for senior allowance benefit. And I don't want to turn it on because I don't want to talk to them things.
okay. Well, I may use the word ridiculous. How about that? It's ridiculous.
Okay, that's a good word.
Okay, ridiculous. Because I mean, we pay them quite a bit of money to be able to have this, and it's supposed to be an easy thing. And when it's constantly having one problem or another, that's a big problem because it's frustrating. All right, y'all.
Oh, that sounds like a cow.
Sounded like a cow.
It moved.
Boo. All right, well, let's sound like Tai Chi. How about that? I'm wearing my Tai Chi Falls Prevention shirt today. It's seeking balance every day. And on the back, it says what our principles are. And if we follow principles in all of our movements, we are going to greatly benefit from it. First, by knowing how to hold our bodies in an upright position. That's one of our principles of body structure. That's to have good posture, like a string that pulls up and down of our spine. Our shoulders are relaxed. We have a slight bend in our knee, so we're not locked our knees. We're not standing straight up. There's a slight bend there. And our feet are about shoulder width apart. So that's just a general way to hold our bodies, no matter what we're doing, that is supportive and stable, lessening our chance of falls. So let's start with our warm-ups. We do 2 for each of our major joints, starting with our neck. Bring our hands up
Nah,
towards our chin and chest. Push and follow those hands all the way down. Continue to breathe. And if you are able to breathe through your nose versus breathing through your mouth, that is ideal for the sake of warming up the air before it goes to your lungs. And our nose also filtrates the air from toxins. And so if we can breathe through our nose, do that. I can't today. Side to side.
now it says who stole your battery.
Who stole your battery?
Easy clean, optimize, what to do. Now I see you in the corner, but it says the process system isn't responding.
Huh. Can you tell it okay?
Well, just go ahead. I'll see what I can see of you.
Well, if you click OK, it may X that out and put me back in. Let's roll our shoulders forward. And back. A little massage you give yourself. When we rotate back, it helps reset posture. Now let's bring our hands up, palms up, turn and push them down in front. Now for our spine, let's grab our ball and separate and push up and down at the same time. Switch hands. We're stretching our spine. Don't forget to breathe.
I don't know.
Take our ball side to side, a short little trip. Don't go as far as you can go. Just go until you're just above that knee. Engage your core muscles if you want to. Now for our hips, shift the weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Really challenging that balance, which is good. You need to hold on to a chair to do this movement and skip the arm movements. There's no shame in that. Listen to your body and do what feels safe. When you take that foot back, it's at an angle like a kickstand. It's not straight back. Let's shift our weight side to side, pushing our hands in the direction of the weight shift. Notice I'm keeping my body upright. For our knees, shift, lift, tap, and punch. Take your time. Think slow, smooth, and continuous. When you slowly shift your weight, you're challenging the full range of motion of your muscle, helping it get stronger. Or maybe not the full range of motion. Every little piece and part of that muscle. Excuse me. All right. Step out. Excuse me.
I want that to be bigger,
Do what?
bigger.
You want me bigger? But I work so hard to be smaller. For our ankles. Toe, little toe. This is one good thing about virtual. Y'all don't have to worry about catching a cold from me. Y'all are safe from my sneeze and germ. Add that to the list. All right, we good and warmed up, I think, and ready to quickly go through our, not quickly, because we don't do anything quickly in Tai Chi, but we're not going to spend a lot of time with our basic six. We're going to spend the majority of our time on our advanced six as we get better at doing it to the left, and then we dive into trying it all to the right. All right, but let's go through our basic six a couple of times. All right, getting your stable stance. Reminding yourself to breathe, not hold your breath, no tension, and begin. How'd you do on that?
Pretty good.
We're getting pros at our basic six, aren't we? Let's do it again. This time I'm going to say what the names of the movements are. Ready and commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Remember, there's 6 steps. Oh, open, close, close it out. Sorry. Kind of ditched you on the, at the end there. All right. So that's our basic 6. If you ever hear Dr. Lamb refer to seated Tai Chi, it is that basic 6 seated. Moving on to our advanced movements, remember, we go to the left first, and then we do all the things, and then we're going to do all the things to the right. So it's a balanced program in that we do it to both sides. We're coming from open and close when we go into our advanced 6, and we start with brush knee. So I'm going to talk you through it. Remember, I'm facing you and doing mirror image. So open and close. Shift left, right toe in and reach. Shift right, separate, prepare. Step left, bring that right hand around, and when I get to my shoulder, I'm going to push as I shift left, and then follow step right. That's brush knee. Play the lute. Step back right, turn our hands as they prepare to pass each other. Shift as those hands pass, and when I get to that elbow, follow step left. Carry punch. Step left, flip my hands, shift as they pass, and when I get to the elbow, I step right and flip my hands, shift as they pass. When I get to that elbow, I step left, I bring my right hand back to my pocket, my left hand comes up and is a guard. I shift as I deliver and follow step right. Block and close. Step back right, separate hands, shift as they come back to my hips. Follow step left, push the tiger. I step left, shift as I push my hands forward, follow step right. Now we're ready to come back to the front. Step right, shift and left, adjust weight, hands face, open and close. Those are our advanced 6. We're going to do them off to the right in just a second. Well, let's talk about a few things. When we step empty. Then we shift, and when we follow step, we step empty. That follow step foot is the period on the end of the movement, and it is our next step. And sometimes it might not feel natural or like the way you typically walk. For instance, when we do brush knee and we step left, shift, and when we follow step right, our foot is still behind the left foot. That's not natural. When we walk, we step, and then we step forward. Then we step forward. That's how we walk. So it feels a little bit awkward to have a follow step that's still behind. But that's what it is. It's still behind. Our goal with brush knee is to go from facing forward to facing the left, right? So that's our goal, is just to get to the direction of left, shift, follow step. So boom, I'm here, ready for play the lute. So remember that when we step empty. We don't immediately give it weight, but then we do. And then when we follow step in our advanced 6 movements, that foot does not get weight. It's the period at the end of the movement. It's the first step of our next movement, okay? So those are just some rules about our advanced 6. Also, one way to help make it more smooth and continuous is we match movement on top to weight shift going on our bottom, on our feet. So just like in brush knee, here I've stepped, watch, I'm going to shift weight, and then there's this hand movement that happens at the same time. So there's hand movements and a weight shift, and that happens on just about every Well, it happens on every move in there, excluding open and close. But in advanced 6, the weight shift and hands, some kind of hand movement happens. So matching those up will help you make it more smooth and continuous. Also, a reminder that we always keep upright posture. We don't want to lean into the movement. Now, I feel my tendency. I feel like I really want to lean into it, but I remind myself to keep upright posture, and when I shift forward and my hands go out, it's my hands that go out, not my body. So hands push or hands go, whatever our hands are doing, they're the ones extending out. Our body remains upright. So fight that urge if you feel it, because I do. I feel it. So fight the urge to lean through these movements. All right, let me talk you through it again, keeping those things in mind. Starting with open and close. Brush knee. Shift left, right toe in and reach. Shift right, left foot back, left hand to my hip. Step left, bring this right hand around to my shoulder. Shift as I push. Follow step right. Play the lute. Step back right, turn hands, prepare them to shift as you pass. They pass each other. And when I get to the elbow, follow step left. Carry punch. Step left, flip my hands. Shift as they pass. Get to that elbow. Step right, flip. Shift until they get to that elbow. Step. This hand comes to my pocket. This hand becomes my guard. Shift as I deliver and follow step right. Home free. Step back right, separate hands. Shift as those hands come back to my hips. Follow step left. Push the tiger. Step left. Shift as I push those hands. Follow step right, back to the front. Step right. Shift and left, adjust weight, hands face, open and close. That's a lot.
It is.
The more you practice, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And I think the more you'll enjoy it because it's a lot of fun. It's like a dance. All right. Let's do it one more time. I'm just going to say the name of the movement, not talk you through it, but I'm right here for you to follow. All right, here we go. Advanced 6. Brush knee. Play the lute. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. To the front, which is not a move, but I think it should be. Open and close. All right. Again, see what time it is. 10:38. All right. Brush knee. Play the lute. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. To the front. Open and close. Close it out. All right, so like I said, upright posture, empty step, hand movement happening when there's a weight transfer. Those are kind of the basics of the movements. Later, we can add things like gentle resistance, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just learning the moves, the basics of the moves. Again, and then we're going to do it to our right, coming from open and close. Brush knee. Play the lute. Harry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. To the front. Open and close. And I think it's technically push the tiger up the mountain or push the mountain or something like that. So I think I'll chop it off. Are there any questions about those movements, or do you need any instruction or clarification? There's that cow again, Miss Sylvia. See how big I can make my Kleenex mountain. So, in theory, we have learned all of our advanced movements, and now all we have to do is just do them to the right. I mean, there's just nothing to it. We've learned it to the left. Why wouldn't we be able to just easy do it to the right? I jest. Hopefully we haven't spent too much time going to the left that this will feel especially awkward. But let's do it to our right. So I've moved over here so I can have space to move that way. Again, we're starting with open and close. Shift right, left toe in and reach. Shift left, separate and prepare. So I brought my left foot or my right foot and my right hand back. Step right, bring this left around to my shoulder. Shift as I push. Follow step left. Play the lute. Step back left, turn hands. Shift as they pass, and when I get to that elbow, follow step right. Parry punch. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step, guard, reach for my flowers. Shift, deliver. Follow step. Lock and close. Step back, release hands. Shift as they come back to my hips. Follow step right. Push the tiger. Step right. Push. Follow step left to the front. Step left. Shift and right. Hands face, open and close. So did that seem so weird going to the left? No, to the right?
It was a little bit of challenge. We'd done left so much.
I know.
It's okay to be challenged, and we'll get it. So I think the biggest thing is just practicing, and then always let me know if you need clarification. Because I know sometimes you'll be doing something for a while and then you'll go, wait a minute, am I doing that right? Like, can I just have a little clarification? So it's fine if you need clarification. We learn things gradually. So whatever I need to go over, just let me know. But let's do it to the right again. Let's do it a couple of times just to the right, and then we'll go from left to the right. All right, here we go. So to the right. Coming from open and close, we shift right, left toe in and reach. Shift left, bring that right foot, right hand back. Step right, bring this left hand around to the shoulder. Shift left, no, shift right as I push and follow step left. Play the lute. Step back, turn hands. Shift as they pass, and when I get to that elbow, follow step right. Parry punch. Step right and flip. Shift and parry. Step left and flip. Shift and parry. Step right, guard, flowers. Shift as I deliver and follow step left. Block and close. Step back, release hands. Shift as they come down to my hips. Follow step right. Push the tiger. Step right. Shift as I push. Follow step left and to the front. Step, shift and step. Hands face, open and close. Again, to the right.
Close.
Ma'am?
I've got open and close.
Yeah! How about play the lute?
You gotta do it.
I like that. That feels good. It makes me think I'm playing a harp.
Yeah, it reminds me of a harp too. And I don't know what a lute is, but we'll pretend it's a harp. So the play the lute, where our hands are passing here, we do that 3 times. We go play the lute, but then we flip our hands. And it's that same hand motion. Same hand motion. It's just that we are up and down here. We're vertical here. Then we go horizontal. And then we flip horizontal. So 3 times in a row, our hands are passing each other, and then we get to the elbow and we're complete with the hand movement. So it's play the lute, but then it's parry and parry. So I think that's good to realize that it's really the same hand movement. It's just the direction of our hands have changed. And so that's something that we can do seated, just to practice the feel of those hands is to play the lute. Flip, parry, flip, parry, and then to finish it off, guard and deliver. I mean, that part is different, obviously, but that's the end of the movement. When we parry that last time, the hand that's extended just becomes our guard, and then this hand comes back. I always say grab our flowers. It's parry, parry, and punch. But remember, I told you last week that when you deliver this hand, you hold your hand as if you were holding a bunch of flowers. So it's here and deliver right over top, so your wrists are lined up. So what you're not doing is actually punching anyone. If you were to punch someone, it would be probably like this. So we're here like we're delivering a bunch of flowers. And then also a reminder that we're gliding right over top of that arm, and our wrists are lined up at the end of that movement, rather than this arm coming up and over and boom, because that would be hurting yourself. And that's not what we're going for. We're putting up this guard to protect ourselves. Like, you can't get to me, and then we deliver it, boom. So we've protected ourselves, and then we've attacked in the name of that martial art. So that's thinking about that movement. It's hole up, because we're holding flowers, and then glides over top, wrist to wrist, rather than hammer down. All right, let's do it to the right again. Coming from open and close. Shift right, lift toe in and reach. Shift left, bring that right foot, right hand back. Step right, bring this left hand around, and when I get to my shoulder, I shift right as I push, follow step left, follow step right, follow step left, play the loop, step back left, turn hands, shift as they pass, and when I get to that elbow, follow step right. Harry punch, step right and flip, shift and parry. Step left and flip. Shift and parry. Step right, guard, flowers. Ah! I'm trying to avoid that. Shift as I deliver. Follow step left. Block and close. Step back left, release hands. Shift as they come down to my hips. Follow step right. Push the tiger. Step right. Shift as I push. Follow step left to the front. Step left. Shift and right. Hands face. Open and close. And close it out. Now let's do it both ways. All right, so to our left first. Coming from open and close. Brush knee. Shift left, right toe in and reach. Shift right, left foot, left hand back. Step left, bring this right hand around. Shift as I push and follow step right. Play the loop. Step back, turn hands. Shift as they pass, get to the elbow. Follow step left. Parry punch. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step guard. Shift deliver. Follow step right. Block and close. Step back right. Release hands. Shift as they come down to my hips. Follow step left. Push the tiger. Step left. Shift as I push. Follow step right to the front. Step. Shift and step. Hands face. Open and close. All right, now to the left. To the right. Yeah, to the right. Shift right. Left toe in and reach. Shift left. Right hand, right foot back. Step right. Bring this left hand around to the shoulder. Shift right as I push left. Follow step left. Play the loop. Step back, turn hands. Shift as they pass. Get to the elbow. Follow step right. Parry punch. Step right and flip. Shift and parry. Step left and flip. Shift and parry. Step right, guard, flowers. Shift as I deliver. Follow step left. Block and close. Step back, release hands. Shift as they come to my hips. Follow step right. Push the tiger. Step right. Shift as I push. Follow step left. Now to the front. Step left. Shift and right. Hands face. Open and close. Close it out. Now let's do it with me just calling the names of the movement. Both ways, to the left and to the right. First we go to the left and brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush and eat. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open, close. One more time. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. So we know all of our part 1 movements, our basic 6, our advanced 6. We've done it both ways. Are we experts? No. But we have 3 weeks to work together to learn all we can about these moves. And then we always have the YouTube page that we can go to for support when we're not in class and practice and get better. I'm going to be working on next a video that's just play the lute. And so I'll gradually add all of them in there. But right now you have all the basic ones and warm-ups, and working now towards the advanced. You have videos with all those moves like I showed you at the beginning of class. So let's cool down. In between now and next Tuesday, if y'all will practice any way you can and come to class and with anything you need clarification on, and we'll address that and just keep working on it. I'll keep reminding you of how to involve all of our principles in our movements, even gentle resistance, even if you're not ready for that yet. All right, so gather tension and then let it go. We don't want to live in tension. We want to be able to recognize it and then let it go. Tension can cause us pain, so we don't want to hold on to tension. Let it go. Big shoulder circle, hands up, a down, a good one to practice breath. When you can breathe, especially through your nose. I like to inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth. One more. We make a right fist to represent our strength. Our left fingers together, that represents our friendship, and our thumb in representing our humility. And we put those together in mutual respect. We say, Namaste. So what you think? Have I pushed you big time? I
It
did.
gets better. It gets better.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think when we first learn our basic six, it's so new. And so we spend a lot more time. We go really, really slow. And then I think when we get to advanced, we're kind of used to the ways of Tai Chi. That doesn't mean it's easy, but we're just kind of used to that language of step and shift and a follow step, talking about empty step. So it makes it in some way easier, but we are learning more advanced moves, more involved moves. Now, I want to say about our advanced moves that we're stepping with one side of our body and typically doing something with the other side of our body. So whether we're stepping left and moving right, we're moving opposite parts of our body, and that's a cross lateral movement, and that's really good for our brain.
It
So
is. I have to think much with it.
So your brain may be trying to make it easier for you, and sometimes you may catch yourself extending the same side as the side that you're shifting to out of ease. Your brain's just trying to make it easy for you. So which is we're appreciative when our brain wants to do that for us in life. But just know that cross lateral movement really is good for your brain. You hear about people doing crossword puzzles and different things for brain activity. And this right here is something that we don't always talk about when we're so focused on falls prevention. So just know that you're going the extra mile for your brain as well as your muscles in your body. So I reckon I'll see you next Tuesday.
Hope so.
All right. Well, enjoy your return of your roommate, and y'all have a great week.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
You're
Love
welcome.
you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.